Hi, welcome to my video on fixing what was wrong with this Hoover dishwasher. It's model HND325 and it was working intermittently with all the lights sometimes packing up, and sometimes it would work by slamming the door shut a few times, but then there started to be a bit of an acrid burning smell coming out of it. So this is how I fixed it. Initially I thought it might be the power switch over here, which we actually dismantle at the end in case anyone has that particular problem. But actually it turned out to be a connection on the circuit board, which is just inside the door. So here we go, have a go at confirming the fault and fixing it. So you take all the back screws off. I have all these little bits here. You need a star point screwdriver to undo them. Now you can see the offending item flash when the door is hit, which we'll imitate by just bashing the board. Yep, you can see there's a lot of burning and marking going on underneath there. This is the mains power on. Make sure that you don't get electrocuted. Use a nice plastic handled screwdriver, probably better than this one. And keep your hands well clear, but obviously you can see there's a loose connection under that board, so we'll turn everything off and disconnect the board, and probably need some solder. The offending connection where it's been a poor solder joint, which is obviously arced, and all the rest of the solder has just dropped off, and it's the connection, which I think is probably the main power to the board, via this capacitor that's now very loose. I think we'll remove the capacitor completely just to check underneath it, make sure it's okay. So I'm not sure it should be that loose because it has got one of its connections still soldered. So we'll check all that, resolder it, and then hopefully I should fix it. So as you can see, the track was well decimated from all the arcing and then all the heat. A lot of the PCB has been melted or atomised away. Remade the track with a bit of bridging solder, which forms a convenient fuse at the same time. Make sure you've got a good connection, and then refit. So here we go with dishwasher all reinstalled. I did take the top and the sides off while I was trying to investigate what the problem was. You don't actually need to do that because of course the fault was inside the door, so that could save a bit of time. And so as you can see, turn on, the lights operate first time every time, and dishwasher is now working reliably. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.
One last thing, a quick appendix to this video is I previously thought it was the power switch that was arcing. It didn't turn out to be that, but I dismantled it. So I'm just going to show you how you go about that process in case that fault does crop up. First, prise off the power button cap.
Alright, you see these little plastic tabs on the side of the switch that need bending towards the switch into the hole,
while at the same time pulling the switch out from the back.
Alright, prise the two halves of the switch apart by levering up these side edges over, turn around, over these little clippy bits you can just see there. You move this top part by levering between the body of the switch and the black piece of plastic. One side off, the other side coming. Okay, and we've got to remember which way these all go back together again, and then should be able to lift out little pieces of metal to do the contacting. And should be able to clean up these contacts that are down here that are a little bit brown on. I guess that's where it's been arcing. Not a huge problem on there, but that seems to be the source of the problem with the switch. So we'll clean it up, reassemble it, and then hopefully it'll work. While you're at it, pull out these little metal bits that are on springs. Give the spring underneath a little bit of a stretch because springs get tired with age, and they may not have been applying enough pressure onto the contact points. Scratch off the surface of the contact points with a screwdriver on the end of a pair of pliers, so they're reasonably clean. Same with these pieces of metal where the contact connects with the other piece of contact metal. Reassembled the cap, we're pushing over the clips, and the spring goes in a little slot you see right in front of us, like so. And then replace the switch, like so, with all the wires back in their original position. I should say don't forget to unplug it from the mains before you do all this operation.
Right, that's it, and thanks for watching. Obviously this doesn't cover all the faults that you might get in dishwashers, just the fault I had on my particular machine. Probably caused or accentuated by the fact that the spring had broken that holds the door, and so the door got quite a lot more slamming than it would have done normally, which probably contributed to loosening the component on the circuit board that became loose and started arcing. So take care with your safety precautions, don't electrocute yourself, make sure the dishwasher is turned off at the mains, unless you're really careful when you do turn it back on to test it. Obviously don't touch any live wires, use a decent insulated screwdriver, and lastly I accept no responsibility for electric shocks. Thanks, bye.